the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat down. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat down. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat down. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Come in, everybody. It's Sunday night, which means Clubhouse Chaotic Chats. Pete is traveling today, so you're getting stuck with me leading the show tonight. Tonight, we also have with us, Miss Sammy D is spending some time with family tonight, so we will miss her tonight. We've got T. Marie in the house tonight, and we got Miss Jen. We've also got Stephanie Kiel still working on doing her move, so we will be thinking about her tonight while she's doing all that fun stuff. So let's all come on in and start having some fun. Make sure to also subscribe, make comments on the thing. You never know when we're going to have giveaways. And make sure to also follow us on Instagram. Tonight, we were going to have the Hitchhiking Bones joining us at some point after we get some fun stuff going on with the other two ladies that are joining us. And there they are. Hey, Tina. Hi, Jen.
Hello.
How are you guys? How's your Sunday been, Tina?
It's been, just got back from Massachusetts, and boy, are my arms tired. Sorry, that was a really bad joke. This also flown in from, anyway, I'm here, and I'm writing down names. How are you guys? What's going on?
Jen, how's your Sunday been?
Oh, mine's been okay. It's been a busy weekend, but this is a great way to wind down and relax with some friends and have a few laughs. So glad to be here. Missing all of our friends tonight, sending our best to Stephanie and Sammy and Pete, who are all on their own locations, and we'll hold down the fort.
Yep. So let's go ahead and start welcoming in the chat. Who we got coming in tonight, Tina?
We've got Miss Kelsey Elizabeth in the house. We've got O'Connell, the Disney Baker, Debbie Thuner, Surf Bomb John, Birdwell 2427, Molly's mom, Versiglio William, Pete McDevitt in his own chat. Hi, Pete. Nathan, Jason Thibodeau, Jay Nashville, Corby Sinclair, Dean the Turkey Lakeser. Oh boy, I'm sorry, Dean. Anne-Marie Dreher, Monorail Mollie, Angela Minta, Happy's Haunt, Fred O'Malley, Debbie Bernfeld, Hitchhiking Bones, MR2, and Zippity Doo Dog, Mr. Danger D in the house. And I'm going to scroll to make sure I didn't miss anybody. And I think I got everyone. But in the event that I do miss you, keep chatting and I'll make sure I show on the second round, like Pox with the Perchins. Welcome in, JD and Tina. So, welcome in, guys.
Nice.
All right. Jen, I believe you've got a nice little recap of what happened last week in case anybody missed it.
Yeah, so last week's show, we had an amazing show with the ridiculous antics of Shep from According to Shep and This and That. So just a few highlights in case you missed it. Shep shared insights into his home life, passion for his family, and the inspiration his kids are for him. We got a look inside the clock for a few minutes and see what goes through his mind with his commercial characters and comedic skits. Shep shared the motivation, empowerment, and love that he feels for this community, This and That's creative content, and most importantly, the friendships that have evolved. Our drink of the week came from Shep and was a delicious selection that can be found on your next trip to Disney. It was the Hippopotami Thai from Trader Sam's. So as always, I encourage everyone to leave a comment on the show. With your thoughts on the interview. You never know when there might be a prize. And actually, there was a prize last week, and that went to Chris from the Curtis family, who won a $25 Disney gift card. So congratulations again to Chris. Mods, please drop the links from last show as usual. And don't forget to leave some comments and likes. And so now let's go over to Tina, who could tell us who we're having as our guest this week.
All right, so weeks ago, we interviewed a channel that was driven by a mother-son combination that rocked the house. Tonight, we continue this tradition. We will be joined in-house by a mother-son creative team from the great state of Texas. They have been going to the parks for many years and often help friends and family to plan their trips to Disneyland and Disney World. In creating their channel, they share what they have learned and post information about other Disney enthusiasts will enjoy and find helpful. Inductees into our Disney series of recognition with the Marvel segment as the Doctor Strange character. They exemplify Disney magic. Joining us in just a few minutes will be inductees number 86 and 87, Dawn and Will from the Hitchhiking Bones, or just Dawn. We don't know, but we're going to find out. And I do want to welcome in, because before we move on, I throw it back to Angela. We have Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Disneyland fan, Murph. I have to say it 3 times. Tina McNeil, Movie Maniac, the Curtis family, Christopher, and let me just make sure, Chris S. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody while I was doing the introduction. And I think I've got everybody. Like I said, keep chatting and I'll make sure I get you on the future rounds. So, Angela.
All right. So each week we get asked fun questions. And this week I got to come up with fun questions to ask these 2 ladies. So Tina, we'll start with you. We all know that pickles are one of your favorite snacks. But is there a snack that you would not eat if it was pickled flavored?
No. I mean, so the Sanudos once sent me pickled flavored popcorn, and I was not a huge fan of that. So if I was gonna pick anything, it might be that, but I still ate it, so it's pickle flavored. I mean, you can't go wrong with things that are flavored pickles. Flavored pickle flavored. Yeah.
All right, so Jen, if you were given the challenge to hug any Disney character, any character that you wanted, which character would it be?
Like any character, like even from a movie, or like not even like one that we could hug now as a meetup character?
Yep.
Wow. I would like to hug one of the brooms from Fantasia, from the Sorcerer Mickey scenes. Because I love Fantasia, I
Okay.
love Sorcerer Mickey, and I can go to the parks and hug Sorcerer Mickey. I can't hug a broom.
This is true.
I'd really like to hug a broom.
Flip that.
There's my answer.
Hey, whatever floats our boats, right? All right, Tina, anybody else slip in before we?
Nope. I think we're all caught up. You're good to go.
All right. All right. I guess we're good to bring our guests in. So tonight we have, do we have just Dawn or do we have Dawn and Will? Ooh, just Dawn.
Dawn.
Just on.
From-
Just on. William may try to pop in.
All right.
Oh, let's switch that up.
Ron,
Okay, there we
I
go.
was gonna say, we don't want big me in there. All right. Tina, I think you're starting us off.
I am. I have a couple of questions that I would love to ask Dawn. So my first question, straight out the box, is Dawn, would you be so kind as to share with us a short top-line introduction about yourself so our viewers can get to know you just a little bit better?
I would love to. Thanks so much for having me, ladies. I really appreciate it. And it's always good to be here, but it's nice to be with you tonight. I'm Dawn of the Hitchhiking Bones. Personal information, I'm a retired computer network administrator. I worked in computers for most of my career. I started in computers with a small computer company in a town near here, and then eventually bought that business from the owner and ran that, built computers, installed software, repairs, even did a lot of programming, wrote some custom software for different businesses in the area. Eventually, I went to work for a school district as a network administrator, and took care of the servers, the teachers, the administrators, and I really love that. And that's, I retired at that. Just a fantastic career. I'm not a teacher, but I love being in the school atmosphere because my mom was a teacher. So it was kind of the best of both worlds for me to work at the school district. My husband, Jeff, and I just enjoy, seeing new places and traveling, and we get to do that. We're really blessed. We have 3 grown sons, including William, and 7 grandchildren. So that's my story,
Nice.
or some of it.
That's awesome. I love that.
Thank you.
So leading into that, or follow up or something. Next question. We all have our story on how we arrived into this amazing Disney YouTube community. Would you be so kind as to share with us your story of how you came to be with us?
I'd love to. Well, let's say it would have been 2019. My husband Jeff and I planned a trip to Disneyland. We have some friends, high school friends that live out there. They've been begging us to come. Finally I said, Jeff, we need to go and see these people or they're going to disown us. So we did. And as it turned out, our trip coincided with the opening of Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, which was totally amazing. But before the trip, I had been to Disneyland, but I hadn't been since I was like 12. We were just really young. And I thought, okay, I don't remember the layout. I don't, I remember Disneyland, but how to get around, I thought maybe, I never watched YouTube very much. I thought maybe there's a YouTuber who live streams in the park and I can just kind of start following, find somebody to follow and sort of figure my way around and what's there, familiarize myself with it again. Hadn't even been to DCA. So DCA wasn't there when I went the first time as a child. Long story short, naturally I found Josh and Jenna, Resort TV 1, and started following them. We then, made our trip to Disneyland, met Josh and Jenna while we were there at Rise of the Resistance, or not Rise of Resistance, Smuggler's Run, opening week. Just a really cool trip. And that's, I just kind of, that's how I started, watching YouTube and, following Resort TV 1. And then, from their chats and sponsors, I saw some of the other YouTube channels, started following them, making really dear friends, and just loved it. That's how I came to the community.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah. I know Jen has a couple of questions, but before I hop it over to her, I want to welcome in a few more people, if that's okay. We had Diz Noah come in, Deshaun Long, Space Out and Dave Cantrell, Shelby J, Jonathan Chong, fans of Green Bay Packers, Wonderful World of Walter's dad, Kevin Hawthorne, and Simba 2, Maddie, and Lila Rose. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you.
Okay, so now I want to take a few minutes to talk about your channel, which you started back in 2009 and
19.
holds 19, sorry, I apologize. 19, and holds over 177,000 views.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you share with our audience today, what were the inspirations for you to become a content creator?
I have always enjoyed, from the time I was a child, I've always enjoyed videography and photography. My mom sold World Book when I was a little girl, and she won this Kodak Instamatic video camera, which I still have, by the way. And I was probably, I don't know, 10 or so, 8 or 10, something like that. My sister Susan and I were totally fascinated with this little Super 8 movie camera. And so we started making family movies. And pictures, we love pictures all the way back. I have loved, that creative medium. Well, YouTube is a perfect companion to a love of photography and videography, because it's this wonderful place to put all of your stuff and to create new content. We have family pictures naturally and video from when I was a little girl, but then, when Jeff and I got married, had our own family. I have a lot of video from when the boys were little. And then, I thought, well, we love to travel. We love to go to Disney. Why not start a channel and just start putting that stuff on YouTube so that we can enjoy it later, so that our boys can enjoy it later, our grandchildren. My granddaughter Kylie has even, gotten in on it. We've done a couple of videos together for recipes. She, has been in several and is really kind of, picking it up. In fact, she took over the gimbal last time we were at Walt Disney World. So my eldest granddaughter. Awesome. So it's really, and William and I both love Disney, and it's just something that we enjoy doing. We enjoy, we enjoy the creativity and being able to keep those memories. But what I really didn't expect was all of you guys, the friendships that, that with Tina, I've known you ever since we started the channel. All of the friendships that have come with this. And I know all of us say this, I know we do, but it's so true. It's just a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing. So that's kind of how, I called up William. I've been watching Resort TV 1. We started our channel in October before the blip, the shut down in 2020, and October 2019 is when we started our channel. So, we had just a little bit of time there before things went crazy. I called William up one day and I said, listen, I'm watching, Resort TV One and some of these great content creators. Why don't we start a YouTube channel? And he said, okay, okay, Mom, let's start a YouTube channel. Let's do it. So that's, we just, and we've enjoyed it. We've loved it. It's just something, it's a great hobby. It's a great hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Will, I'm sure that being a channel creator as a mother-son team has its benefits and its challenges. So can you share some insight into just a few things that you have found on both sides of this coin, both the benefits and the challenges?
Well, William, my middle son, is the other part of the Hitchhiking Bones, and then his wife Jillian is kind of our third ghost, if you will. My husband Jeff gets into the act. My granddaughter Kylie. It's sort of a family, but William and I are really kind of the steering wheels, if you will, and really, I can't think of anything negative about that. It's been a way for us to enjoy our Disney, our love of Disney even more, by working together and putting up, this content, making shorts, making videos, live streaming. William is better live streamer than I am. He really is when he's in the parks. I would rather be with him live streaming than live streaming myself. I really would, but it's just something that we enjoy. We can both work on it. If he's not able to make, one of our regular weekly shows, then I can cover for him. It's really nice to have somebody else that you can work with. When you're in the parks live streaming, it's 100% easier if you've got somebody there to help you to kind of watch the stream, to carry your junk, just help you navigate, that kind of thing. So it really just has been really positive. I'm thinking the only negative, for him would be, time. He is busy. I'm retired, so I have, more time, but he tries to keep up with, because he loves it too. But so I don't know, from my vantage point, I don't know that there are any negatives. It's just all been great. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us. Before we move on to Angela, Tina, do you want to jump in? Did we have anybody that we need to say hello to?
We did. We had It's Joey's World, Mandy Adams, Mr. Fulton Mraz, and AB John. Welcome in, guys.
Hey, guys.
Nice. Okay, we'll turn it over to Angela.
Okay, so the Haunted Mansion is obviously one of the inspirations and importance in your life and basis for the channel. Could you share with us how the mansion and its tenants inspired your name choice?
When William and I were brainstorming, when we're going to do the channel, we made that decision. Well, then you've got, you have to come up with, the first thing is a name. And so, we thought, our last name is Bone. And so we wanted to incorporate that somehow, but we also wanted to tie it to Disney. And so we thought about, we could go, we could think about a character, some play on the name of a character, or a land, or a park, or a ride, an attraction. So we kicked around Space Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean, which technically, y'all, is William's favorite. Yes, it is. I'm thinking it is, and he he doesn't admit to it real often. But Haunted Mansion, when we got to Haunted Mansion, we were brainstorming it, and I finally, and it hit me. I said, I've got it. And he said, what? And I said, the Hitchhiking Bones. And he said, okay, we're going to stop now because we're not going to come up with anything that's better than that. So, and it's tied to Disney, but the hitchhiking bones can hitchhike anywhere. You know, we can go to Hot Springs, we can go to Mexico, we can go, you know, to Aulani in Hawaii. So it really is, since we all love Haunted Mansion. It really is a perfect name for us. It works out great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So much like the Hitchhiking Ghost, your channel is not completely without your third member. Would you kindly take a moment and open up with our audience about Jillian and her creative role for your channel?
Okay, Jillian it's interesting because when I first started the channel, I really kind of thought that my son Adam would kick in and want to be, you know, he was in high school at the time, very creative, loves theater, you know, he'd be super at this. And at some point I'd love to pull him in. But Jillian just kind of, you know, sort of stepped up to the plate and said, you know, hey, this looks cool. I'd like to be involved. She does live streams. She has a monthly, semi-monthly little piece that she does. Her live streams are called What's Brewing with the Bones. And so she does her own thing. She is a travel agent with Mickey Travels. Mickey Travels is a diamond level travel agency, and she loves it. She's been doing it for a little over a year. And so she kind of incorporates her travel agent knowledge and experience into those shows. It's called What's Brewing with the Bones. So we've got a playlist if you guys want to check that out. But she really shares a lot of really good information about, you know, Disney news and, you know, what's going on in the parks because it changes so often. So she just she posts shorts, that kind of thing. So she just kind of, you know, steps in as she wants and adds content to the channel. It's really nice, again, to have all three of us contributing. You know, it's not just one of us doing all the work. So yeah, that's our Jillian, and she is a Mickey Travels travel agent. If you're interested, you know, in her taking care of that, you know, planning for you. That her information is in every one of our videos, and she's good at it. She's loving it. So that's our Jillian.
Nice.
So now we're going to talk a little bit more about Disney, but first we're going to talk a little bit about the drink of the week, which Jen so kindly picked for this week, which is the Violet Sake.
Yep, there it is, the Violet Sake. So, you know, every time I pick a drink of the week when it's my turn, I always pick something that I've really enjoyed drinking. And this week, I can say I've actually never had the Violet Sake. It's the one drink at the parks that I have wanted to try that I haven't. So this is number one on my list for my next trip. I hear that it's fabulous. Lots of people love it. I've never had it, obviously, but I would love to hear what other people think about it. So, Angela, have you ever had it?
I actually had it for the first time on my last trip down there. Beth and I were doing lunch at Tapanetto's, and while we were waiting, we both got a Violet Sake while we were waiting. It was so delightfully yummy. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it.
Okay. I'm thinking so. That's why I've all of the other drinks I've wanted to try, I have, and this one I just haven't because of like the timing of when I'm in Epcot and I get to Japan. I'm not really ready for a drink. I already have a drink in my hand. So yeah, looking forward to that this next trip. How about you, Dawn? Have you had it?
I have not had the Violet Sake, but I have had the Violet Lemonade. And
Ooh, okay.
they put a small, like a small flower even on top of the, as a garnish. It's one of the edible flowers. That violet lemonade is amazingly good. It is refreshing. It has just hints of lavender, it has a little floral hint to. It's one of my favorite drinks in the whole world. I really, and it, when I go, if they have it, I'm going to get it because it's that good. It's pretty. It's purple. It's cool. I mean, it just checks all the boxes. So I'd love to try the sake at some point.
Nice. All right, Tina, how about you? Is this a drink that we're going to share together on our next trip?
Yes, absolutely. I've never had it, and I really want it. The coloring is beautiful, and it sounds amazing.
It's purple.
So
Yeah.
I can't wait. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's purple. I can get past. I can get past that. Pretty purple.
Yeah, it's pretty. See, it's
I can almost say.
purple.
Yeah, it's actually, if you look at like the light reflection on that person's hand, it kind of looks a little pink. So I'm going to go with that it's a different shade of pink. We want to thank who are we thanking? Shipping Company for the use of their images for the violet sake. Of course, leave a comment in the chat. Leave a comment on the video of if you've had the violet sake and how you liked it. So from there, now that we've done that, I think Angela's got a few questions, some fun questions.
Yeah, we have some fun questions to ask. Actually, Joan, I think you have the first one.
Oh, okay, I do actually. Okay, so Dawn, these are just fun questions we're each going to ask you. So I'd love to hear your answer to where would you like to time travel? Back in the past or forward in the future?
For me, that's going to be the future every time. Every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Tomorrowland is my favorite land in Magic Kingdom. I'm a huge science fiction fan. I love Star Wars, Star Trek, all that. So definitely the future. Anytime in the future. I love any books. When I was a child, I was always fascinated with time travel books and just anything. I'm fascinated by it. I love it. So it's definitely going to be the future for me. I wanted to know the new tech and I thought by now guys would have flying cars like the Jetsons. So I'm kind of disappointed.
Right.
But absolutely the future for me.
Nice. Yeah. Good answer. Good answer.
Awesome.
Okay, Angela.
If you were to be banned from your local library, what would be the reason?
Okay, that's a really good question for me. And if my sister Susan is watching, she started her career as a librarian, and and so if I were to be banned from my local library, it would be for loitering. It would be for camping out. I absolutely love books and reading. I have, I read books on my devices and what have you, but there's nothing, guys, that beats holding a good hardback library book in your hand. You can ruffle those pages and I love all of it. I love the smell. I just love that experience. Started reading when I was very, very young, and I've always loved it. So yeah, it's going to be hanging on to the books too long or loitering, camping out in the front, in the front yard with the tent and the whole bit. That's definitely
it. Tina?
All right, so my question is, who is a person from our Disney community that totally reminds you of a character in a TV show or a movie?
Okay, now I gave this one some thought, and I really couldn't come up with anybody specific, except that I remembered that a couple of years ago when the Grand Floridian did their Easter eggs, they always do this fantastic Easter egg display where their confectioners and chocolatiers make these gorgeous themed Easter eggs. And a couple of years ago, there's even a live stream on our channel from this. They did a Walt Disney character. It was like one of the eggs, and it had like the Cinderella Castle. It was for the 50th. And there was this little fondant figure of Walt Disney, and it looked just like the Disney baker. It looked exactly like Chris. So even in my live stream, somebody in the chat, was going through all the Easter eggs, and I passed that one, and somebody said, "Okay, we've decided that that Chris looks this fondant figure of Walt Disney looks just like Chris." So that's going to be it. I think Chris would come the closest to being able to, to go into the parks wearing the suit, the 60s suit and the skinny tie, and totally go in as Walt Disney. So
I think it's the mustache. It's got to be the mustache.
It is the
that too. He's got that stash.
He can do it. He should do it. He should do it, right?
He should. He should. We'd all back him up too.
Yeah, we
all right, so
absolutely. Way back.
I have some more questions for you, Dawn. But before I get to that, I want to welcome in Matthew Walter, Aliens Wear Green Hats, Mary Carroll, and Blake and Reba and Adam, and Nick and Claire, and Stacey Rogers. Welcome in, guys. So thanks for being here. All right, here we go. So you, Dawn, Miss Dawn, have been a moderator for quite some time now on many well-known channels. Can you share the importance of what quality moderating means to you?
This is a good question. Moderating, I take moderating as so many of us do in the community. I take moderating, being given that trust by the channel owner to take care of their chat. While they're trying to live stream, we keep it family friendly. We, watch for people who come into the chat that do things that are not appropriate or whatever. And, we kind of have some rules, for our YouTube community. So the first channel whoever gave me a wrench was Dole Whip Dad, was Jeff, Dole Whip Dad. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness, he trusts me to take care of his channel, to watch for trolls, that might come in, undesirable people who come in and make trouble or whatever. And since then, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot just actually talking to people who have been doing it, a lot longer than I have. Stacey Rogers, Tina McNeil, Mike Wheeler, the trifecta guys. I call them the steel curtain. Ain't nothing getting through those three. Yeah. But just learning and how many chances does a person get? When they come in, they say something questionable. You kind of get the hawk eye on them. Just watching to be sure that the channel owner's wishes and vision for his channel is protected, I guess. And I appreciate Pete so much. Pete's had little live streams where we discuss that kind of thing. And really it's you think, oh, well, there's nothing to it. You just kind of watch the stream. Well, there's a little more to it than that. There's decisions to be made. Sometimes you have to make them quickly. It's a lot of responsibility, and I totally appreciate the channels, who trust me with that responsibility. And I love, all the channels who've made us moderators, and just think the world of them. And whatever the channel owner says goes, guys, because they're the channel owner.
That's true. 100% true. Is some words of wisdom right there. I love that. And you're absolutely right about everything.
Thanks.
So I'm going to transition into some of your Disney trips. You've had a new number of Disney trips over the recent years, well, actually trips in general, where we saw you interacting with many Disney or just creators in general, community members in the parks. Is there a memorable or most memorable meetup that comes to mind? And what has it meant to you to have these park interactions?
Wow. I'll tell you. Again, the friendships that we have made in this community were totally unexpected when we started the channel. It's like this huge blessing that was a surprise. It's like, wow, we spend time. We all spend time. We spend hours together, y'all. Those of us, in our Disney YouTube community. Some of us have not met in person, but we know each other. Tina, I have not met you in person yet. I have met you, Jen. Angela, I've not met you yet. But, those meetups are fantastic. Meeting Tina McNeil was very special. Mike Wheeler, oh my goodness. Mike and I have been blessed to be able to live stream some of the parks together and, go in together. I love doing that. But I'll tell you, y'all, meeting Pete McDevitt was really neat. Just, finally being able to, to give him a hug and, meet him. Pete is just he brightens a room by walking into it, and being able to meet him. I think I met him first maybe at Hollywood Studios, and I just kind of made a fool of myself and said, "It's Pete McDevitt." Oh my gosh. Just, there were people watching going, "Who is Pete McDevitt?" But yeah, it's just fun. I have, I've met Baker, and I've been blessed to be able to hang out with, Jeff and Angela does our dream. They go to Animal Kingdom on Sundays every morning, and to make that meet up and be able to ride Kilimanjaro Safari with them and hang out with, they usually have an entourage, and it's just fantastic. I mean, we truly have a fantastic community, and all of us are different, and we all have, different takes on Disney, but we all love Disney. And I just met some fantastic people, friends who I used to say, oh, well, this person is a YouTube friend. I don't generally say that anymore. I just say it's a friend from Florida, or, one of my friends. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the beauty of it. I love that. All right. Before I go transition over to Angela, who's got some tricks up her sleeve, I am going to welcome in Gloria Thibodeau and Dave Stragand. Welcome in, guys.
Hey. Hi, Dave.
Angela.
Pete, you know who you are. Pete said he was one of the people asking about.
As part of what we do sometimes on our interviews is to get to know each other a little bit more, is we will sometimes ask them rapid fire questions of favorites. So just whichever comes to your mind first.
Okay.
Disney Park.
Magic Kingdom.
Disney Resort.
Aulani.
Disney Property Restaurant.
California Grill.
Bucket list park of choice.
Tokyo Disneyland.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think that one's one of mine too. Favorite all-time nighttime show.
Okay, this is going to be between Happily Ever After and Fantasmic, y'all. I think I'm going to have to go with Happily Ever After, though, because I think, okay, I love both.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
if I could just pick one, if I could just go to one, it's going to be Happily Ever After. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat because I love both of them, and I'm like, favorite all-time parade.
Spectral magic. Spectral magic.
Favorite seasonal time in the park?
Oh man, Ghost or Santa Claus, right? Gosh, this is a tough one too because I love Halloween and I love Christmas. Disney does those two holidays right. I think Christmas is going to have to edge it out just because it's Christmas. But I can tell you, the Mickey's Very Merry, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is just tons of fun. I've done both, and I had a great time at both of them. But I think Christmas is going to have to edge it out by just a nose, maybe.
Go-to snack that is a must-have every trip.
Okay, a Mickey bar. I love Mickey bars. The chocolate, and I learned in it was on the Disney Channel, some sort of a documentary that they did where they mentioned this. The chocolate that they use for Mickey bars is very high quality. That's why it tastes so good. And I love it. I love to get a Mickey bar, go wait in the queue line at Haunted Mansion, and then you've got time to eat it before But the new one, let me tell you, have you guys had this? Is one of my new favorites. Now the Mickey bar, definitely number one. Number two is the pineapple upside down cake with Dole Whip from.
I've had that.
Oh my goodness!
I know
those are so good. Oh my gosh, those are so good, y'all. If you like Dole Whip, get the Dole Whip with that pineapple upside down cake under it, and it takes it to a whole new level. They are so good. Love them. So
good choice.
That's
Good choice. Favorite ride in any park that is not Haunted Mansion?
Okay. It's going to have to be Rise the Resistance. I love Rise the Resistance is not a ride. It's an experience. I think they just knocked it out of the park with that one. Pun intended. I love it. It's going to be Rise. Yeah, definitely.
All right. I think we're heading over to Jen to get this question segment closed out.
Okay, so you guys were inducted into the Disney Series of Recognition, our Hall of Fame, with the Marvel segment. What has this honor of being recognized by your peers in the community meant to you?
Anytime you're recognized for doing a good job, it's just really great to get a pat on the back, regardless of, is it your job or wherever. But to be recognized by our Disney YouTube community, after, coming into the community and, working and just, to be part of the community and build our channel, just a great honor. But it was just an encouragement. Wow. What an encouragement to have these, these larger YouTubers, Pete and all these YouTubers, say the Hitchhiking Bones is a good channel, and we recognize, what you're doing. We recognize your content as being quality content. And so, in fact, I have my button.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's my button. And I am 86. There's Preston's handwriting right there. Number 86, and William is number 87. So I think Chris designed these. I think Dad Builds designed these. And so those are teeny tiny pictures of every Marvel hero that was used. We are Doctor Strange. We are strange. And yes, we own it. But yeah, it's
nice.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I can agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
Right now we're good. We're gonna do a little name association game here for a moment. I'm
Okay.
going to say the name of 5 people from the community, and I'm going to ask you for the first thought that comes to your mind when you hear this person's name. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I
Okay.
think so.
Dean the turkey legster.
Oh my goodness, Dean the turkey legster. Kind, very creative. Dean is witty. He's very witty. And just gosh, man, I love Dean. Dean has an interesting view on life, if that makes sense. He has a contagious optimism about him.
And there he is in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Dean.
Okay. The next one is Pam's fam.
Oh my, Pam. But the first thing that comes to mind with Pam is kindness and talent. Pam is so talented, y'all. Her drawing and her interpretations of Disney characters and whatever she attempts is just beautiful work. I don't know if all of y'all knew that, but Pam just has such a sweet heart. She really does. She has a good heart. She's very kind, but she's tough as boot leather. She doesn't let anything keep her down for very long. She's always in the fight, and I appreciate that so much about her. And she's one of our channel mods, and we are honored to know her. Absolutely. Nice.
Very nice. What about AJC Magic TV Amy?
Amy, oh my gosh, Amy's one of these people that I totally love, and I can give her virtual hugs, but I've never met her in the parks yet. We keep missing each other, just sometimes by a couple of days, but we'll get it eventually. Amy, gosh, Amy she's very knowledgeable. She has a lot of Disney knowledge because she's a former cast member, and I love to pick her brain about when she worked at Disney. Amy is very steady. Amy is, she's the type of person that can pull me down off the ceiling, because
we all need that sometimes.
We all need that sometimes. But she's just a strong person. Amy is just a strong person. She's very kind. She's very thoughtful. She's always there. She's an amazing supporter of everybody in our Disney community, and I just adore her. We adore Amy.
Nice. I have 2 more. The next one is Mike Wheeler.
Oh man, you're gonna make me say nice things about Mikey.
You can say the first thing that comes to mind.
First thing that comes to mind. I'll be honest. First thing that comes to mind with Mike is just strength. And I say that because Mikey lost his vision. He had this amazing career at Disney as a cast member. He lost his vision, and that would have finished it for a lot of people. That would have really, that's a big one, guys, to lose your vision. And instead of letting that keep him down, he picked himself up, and not only does he enjoy life and have a fantastic life, he thrives at it, and he inspires us to do better in our own lives. He is smart. He is talented. If he's your friend, he is. Oh, Mikey.
There he is.
Mike,
yep, there he
go
is.
away, Mike. Go away.
You brought him out of Ninja.
brought him out of ghost mode, y'all.
Yeah.
He's just inspiring. He's smart. He's generous. He has a huge heart, and and Mike is the most Disney positive person I know. Do not say anything bad about Disney. I don't care if they didn't empty the trash can. Mike will be all over.
Yeah, pretty much.
We love our Mikey.
The last name that I have is Jonathan Chong.
Oh, Jonathan, our favorite Canadian, right? Our neighbor to the north. Golly, Jonathan was one of our very first moderators. And we had the channel for a while before we chose moderators because it wasn't very big. And then, of course, as you get bigger, start live streaming them from the parks, you really need mods. So Jonathan was one of the first people that we asked to moderate. I love talking with Jonathan and watching his Instagram page for stuff that he's doing because he really has an interesting career and interesting hobbies. Jonathan has a bunch of interesting stuff, y'all. If you're into pop culture, sci-fi, Jonathan's got it. Yeah, there you go, Jonathan.
Yep.
He's just, Jonathan, I don't know. We probably don't tell him enough how much he means to this YouTube community because he's just always there and he's always, dropping those links for you, and watching for, saying hello to people, we love you, Jonathan. We really do. And are honored that you are one of our channel moderators. We really do.
Oh, I loved all of that. Such kind words. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Very heartfelt. Very heartfelt.
Yep. I can tell. I think we all felt that. Yep, definitely. Let's now move over to Angela.
All right. So we ask enhancers and creators of the community to share with us content that they love. So we got from Dawn the Myers and the Mouse, Resort TV 1, and Dis Our Dream. So if you could tell us a little bit about what we can find over on Dis Our Dream.
Okay, Dis Our Dream, guys. Jeff and Angela now this was a tough one, as y'all know, because there are so many great people in this community. I mean, we could list hundreds of channels here, because we really are blessed with some amazing Disney content creators. But Jeff and Angela are special to us. They have helped us a lot. When we first started our channel, Jeff and Angela are extremely kind and generous. And I'll tell you what, the reason that, they started their channel when they lived in Pennsylvania. They moved, relocated to Orlando. And since they have, and Jeff started live streaming in the parks, their channel has just exploded. They just have, they've got like 14,000 subs or something crazy. They're amazing. Check out their content. Jeff is what you see, what you get. He's hilarious and we love him. And Angela, they're just great people. As far as, Resort TV 1, again, Josh and Jenna were our inspiration really for starting our channel as it is with so many of, channels in our community. They are just a sweet family. And they do what they do very well. As Walt Disney said, do what you do so well that people want to ask you about it and come back and see it again. And that's a perfect description of what Josh and Jenna do. Mom and Dad, they are just a wonderful family. Josh is very into the tech and he tries to bring us the highest quality stream that he can. And we just love them. Josh actually helped me a lot when I really first started the channel. And he helped me with what kind of gimbal to get and made suggestions for software and things. They take the time, to do that. And they really appreciate all of us a lot, even though, their channel is so enormous. It's really amazing how they make you feel like you're the only person in the chat when there may be 7,000 people there. So Resort TV 1, definitely. Myers and the Mouse. Oh my God. Kelly and Mama, I watched Kelly and Mama before when they started their channel, before they moved down to Orlando as well. And I love their channel banner there with Kelly and Mama leaning up against the wall there at Galaxy's Edge. Kelly and Mama are just quality people. It always helps us when we can hang around people who are kind and good, and who have very high standards. Steel sharpens steel. And Kelly and Mama they have hearts of gold. They have a fantastic family. And I got to know them too before they made the move down to Orlando. And I love them very much and highly recommend their channel as well.
Okay. Tina, do you want to do a quick recap of what all we've talked about tonight?
I could do that. Before I do my recap, I want to welcome in some new friends that have just joined us. Ride the Teacups, Kay Wilby, Mike Wheeler, AJC Magic TV, Tiki Man Fan, and Greg Papalukas. Welcome in, guys. Thanks for being here. All right, so tonight was a very, very amazing show. Another amazing show. They're all good. I feel like I have to say that every week because they're all just so amazing. Tonight we was love at its finest, at its best. We got to know a successful family channel at its core. We learned of Don's passions and Will and Jillian's passion behind creating Disney content, Disney favorites, and the YouTube channels that inspired them to create. We were blessed to get to know Don a little more, or the Hitchhiking Bones a little more. Even though Will wasn't with us, he was here in spirit, right?
Definitely. I hated to miss it, y'all.
I know, and we missed him. So, Will, if you're watching the replay, hi. So we're blessed to get to know them prior to the show. If you have not seen their channel or watched them, I highly encourage everyone to hop on over to the Hitchhiking Bones and check them out. I also encourage everyone to leave a comment on the show with your thoughts on the interview, because you never know.
Oh, hey, it's William.
There he is.
Hey.
Hello. Hello. I know y'all wrap it up, but I just wanted to drop in and say hello. Hopefully not derailing things too bad, but just wanted to drop in and say hi. Yeah, I'm just busy doing dad stuff. So anyway, I'm sorry that I'm coming in at the very tail end of the interview, but
Okay.
I'm glad to be here regardless.
Hey.
Glad you joined us. That's awesome. I was just
this is the best part of the Hitchhiking Bones, guys, right here.
No, not a chance. I can't take any credit. Mom does a great job. Jillian does a great job. I'm just along for the ride, if you will. So I do my best to contribute, but yeah, mom's definitely runs the show for sure.
Thanks, hon.
It's a team effort. You guys are amazing. I will say that. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We enjoy
I
it.
don't know. With that, do we, Jen, I kind of want to throw it over to you to talk about next week's guest. Is that an okay thing?
Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, Will, but we're going to talk about next week's guest.
No biggie. You're good. You're good.
I'm glad you popped in, William.
Yes, we're all happy that you made an appearance. We love that. Okay, so next week's show has incredible importance for all of us involved with the Triple C show. It's our 1-year anniversary show.
Oh, yay!
1 year of the Triple C's. It's amazing. Our guest next week brings his passion for amusement parks, and especially one close to my heart, Cedar Point. His channel, created in 2012 when he joined YouTube as a watcher, is now over 550 followers. His comedic timing in our chats is always on point and brings us a unique flair to the table. A Hall of Famer in our Disney YouTube series of recognition, he was inducted in with the royalty class last year in June. Joining us next week for a true get-to-know-you sit-down conversation will be Tony from Phantasmic Chronicles. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You know, Tony's been around, but I don't know that we really know so much about Tony. So that's going to be great to get to know him a little bit better. Angela, you want to pull this train into the station?
I will be happy to pull this train into the station. So first off, thanks to both Dawn and for Will, who finally showed up to the show. For joining us tonight. We highlight for tonight, we've also got Chris Dadbells going live here in a little bit with movie night. And the stream will go directly over to his stream after we click end on here. There will be no Insomniacs tonight, where Pete's en route. I guess is he actually en route back home, or is he?
Yeah, he's
out,
heading home from Preston's tournament. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah. So, we'll get some movie and chill time tonight with Chris Dadbells. Make sure to also follow our playlist on YouTube as well if you've missed any of our prior shows. And then also make sure to go over and check out the Hitchhiking Bones on YouTube. Check out their Instagram and their Facebook. And we will do some final thoughts. So, let's start off with Will. We'll start with Will, see how he came in last. Any final thoughts or anything for tonight?
Final thoughts. So I actually listened in whenever Mom did word association. So I hopped in and listened in on that, and I thought she did a great job of that. You know, there's so many wonderful people we're involved with. I do want to say just real quick, you know, if I showed up late, but and I apologize for that. But first person that me and Jillian ever met from the community in person was James Ryan. You know, and we greatly miss him. You know, and it was so funny because you know, I knew his name from the chats, but I didn't know that much about him personally. And so, you know, he gave me kind of a description. Like, we were on the Jungle Cruise, and we came off the Jungle Cruise. I told Jillian, like, hey, you know, and then Mom had texted me like, hey, you know, James Ryan's there, you know, at the Magic Kingdom today. You know, this is back during COVID times. We all had, you know, air mask on and everything. It's like September 2020-ish. And anyway, it was, we go, you know, get off the ride. We weren't sure. We had no idea what to expect interaction wise. Like, I mean, this first person we ever met from the community. And so we, you know, walked up to him, struck up conversation. We had the best time together. Went and rode Pirates of the Caribbean together. Just quality man. I miss him a whole lot. And absolutely am thankful to have had the opportunity to meet him. It was really, really special. We miss him a whole lot. Miss his wit. You know, such a, you know, smart, talented individual. You know, definitely a blow to the community for sure. Not to bring things down, but absolutely, that was a special memory for sure.
Yeah, that's a good.
Actually, what's ironic is he was actually one of the first people I met as well in the community.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
James was
awesome.
Really. He absolutely loved our YouTube community, and he was one of our ghost host moderators, and he's still a ghost host moderator. Quite literally, I think he would find that funny. He would laugh at that, but I have not removed him from the list. I can't do it, y'all. His phone number is still in my phone. You know, love the guy. Love James. So that was a good one, William.
So Dawn, any final thoughts for the night?
We are D23 members. You know, love being a D23 members. I had an annual pass, y'all. I actually let my annual pass expire, but I did that for a reason. I've got some fun stuff on the horizon, some different things. I want to kind of pivot a little bit. I am going to Magical Night of Hope. Advance tickets for that went on sale already. Going to Magical Night of Hope. That is Saturday, December the 14th. It's fantastic. Benefits Give Kids the World. I know a lot of you are familiar with that, but look at magicalnightofhope.com. I'm going to be going to for the first time this year. And then Tina McNeil and I are, this is our second consecutive year to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party together. So I'm really excited about that trip. That's the only Disney trip that I have planned. Well, the only trip to Walt Disney World that I have planned for this year. And then we've got some other good stuff maybe on the horizon. So looking forward to it. We've got tons of videos on our channel. We've got live streams from the parks. We've got playlists. We have a playlist from our trip to Hawaii. We stayed at Aulani, met Elena K808, who is a fantastic part of our Disney community while we were there. All kinds of stuff, y'all. Hey, Elena, check it out. And we also have done, for a lot of the Star Wars series, we have done reviews. Those playlists are also on our channel. The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if you're into that, we've got Funkos, we've got Legos. Y'all just check out all of our content and our playlists, and give us a sub. We'd love to add you to our family. We hit 1,000 subs back in November of last year, on November the 8th. In the parks, I was live streaming at Magic Kingdom when we hit it, and that live stream is special.
Yeah.
We're having a good time, y'all. We're having a good time. So,
Tina, any final thoughts?
So in typical Tina fashion, whenever I have chat included in my final thoughts, I have to say, if anybody came in, and I just want to welcome in John Bone, so welcome in. My final thought of the night is, I say it every time, be kind to everyone. You never know who's going through a battle that you know nothing about. But also I've added something to it, and that is, check on your friends, guys. Don't assume because someone's quiet that they're upset at you. Go and check on your friends. Step out of your comfort zone and lower your pride and go tell someone and see how someone is and tell them that you care.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Jen?
I always love when you say that, Tina. I love your final thoughts. For my final thought, I just want to thank Dawn and Will for taking time out of your busy schedules to visit with us tonight. Tell us a little bit more about you guys so that the viewers can get a taste for you behind the scenes. So thank you very much for joining us. I also want to take a moment to remind all of our Hall of Fame members that it is now voting time. All of the voting forms have been sent out. You should have gotten an email from Pete. And if he has your text, you would have gotten a text or Instagram. So if you have not received this yet, please get in touch with him as soon as possible so that you can get your voting in. And if you have any issues, let him know as well. So that's my little plug for the voting. And just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight.
All right.
Thank you for having us. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really
Thank you. I
y'all having
appreciate
us
it.
on.
Sorry, I've been supposed to have been on dad duty, but the parts that I listened to before I joined on screen were great. Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it. It means a whole lot.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for both of you joining us tonight. And thanks to these two lovely ladies for coming in and doing their questions and being absolutely fabulous. Reminder, we're going to go directly over to Chris Dadfield's stream for the movie If. So and we'll be online, and we'll make sure to go out, support you share out with all our friends and just have some support. And with that, have a wonderful Sunday.
Thanks. We missed you, Pete. Thanks.
Bye, everybody. Y'all have a great week.
Bye.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise.